And so we're bringing it to one place where the kids can have a little bit of something to get into in the youth village, where the family can come together and enjoy something as a family unit that's really positive, very clean, and very cultured. Whether it be on the main stage with the concerts, going through the health villages, going through the art villages, and really bringing people together. So I think that's what you can expect this year out of the Houston Black Heritage Festival.
Now, with that being said, what are some of the major issues you see in the black community when it comes to health?
So chronic disease, I think it's one of those things that impacts communities across the like an African American community. There's those things that we all struggle with. I know I watched my grandfather, my dad, even myself dealing with diabetes, dealing with hypertension, dealing with high cholesterol. So those are some of the chronic conditions that we see prevalent within the African American community. There's also those silent ones, the ones that we've been combating for a while, which is HIV, really addressing the disparities in HIV among minority and majority communities, and really bringing awareness to that these issues are still a real problem. Even though we've come a long way as a community, and even as a Houston Harris County community, we've come a long way, but realizing that those issues are still very prevalent within our community and they need to be addressed.
Now, explain to the public some of the tomorrow. How is that going to go about? How the health screening and all that stuff goes about?
So I'm excited about the Health Village because Harris County Public Health has done a great job of really bringing around the holistic approach to health, really looking at things from not only just about the individual's health status, but really looking into some of the environmental things that are in the community that kind of impact their health as well. So at the Health Village tomorrow, we'll be doing HIV testing for free tomorrow. We'll be doing glucose, cholesterol, high blood pressure screenings tomorrow. We'll be able to give actually some dental screenings and dental fluoride treatments for kids tomorrow while at the Health Village tomorrow. We have some of our community partners coming on board from Optivision and South Texas Dental that are going to be helping us with the dental screenings and fluoride treatments for kids. Also doing vision screenings and helping get individuals access to affordable eye care, whether it be eyeglasses or an eye care provider. Also out there promoting some of our clinical services, which focuses around women's health, women's reproductive health, men's health, and really not only just servicing people there, but really helping them guide them to long-term solutions to help them with their care.
Oh, that's good. So is the event? Is there a cost for this event, or is the event?
So everything that goes on in the Health Village tomorrow is free.
Okay.
There is no cost for this event tomorrow, including the Art Village, the Youth Village, and the Health Village. There's no cost associated with those activities tomorrow. So we are encouraging everyone to come out and partake in those because I think that it could be a great benefit for the individual and the family.
Now the results, are they getting the results right then, or they have to wait on them?
So they will be getting results from the HIV test. We will be out there doing what's called a HIV rapid test, where the results will come back in about 15 to 20 minutes.
Wow.
And so we'll be out there, and we have our partners over from Be Busy, the FQHC, that will also be out there assisting us with some HIV testing. So people will know that day their results from their HIV test.
Now, what happens when the results come back positive?
So when the results come back positive, Harris County Public Health has a great and robust HIV integration team that's going to be on ground. And that consists not only of testing, but it consists of counseling and also helping those individuals get referred to care. So we'll have the individuals that have been trained in order to deal with positive results and also help individuals get into care.
Now, Martha, Public Information Officer of Harris County Health. So what's going to be your role out there tomorrow?
Well, we're just going to be supporting,
Okay.
of course, all the people that come see us, and we're very excited to bring this service to the community because we know that it's a big need. Like Will was saying, I'm particularly interested in bringing awareness on the HIV issue that is a real concern in our African American community. We have a program that targets MSM, and although it could still be a stigma, to some people. So we have tomorrow we're going to be offering the services free of charge,
Okay.
and they are free of charge. We have a very particular service that we offer. I think that it's pretty unique. which is bringing services to the community. Normally, how this program operates is that we have the capability of going anywhere in Harris County to test people that need to be tested, and that somehow may be inhibited by the stigma of MSM. But it's very easy. All people have to do is just send us a text that says it's update. All they have to do is send a text to 281-962-8378 with the word update, and let us know. That indicates us that they want to be tested, and we go anywhere in the county to get them tested.
Now, this is the second year for the festival, correct?
Correct.
So how long was Harris County involved the first year?
So Harris County had a desire to be involved on the first year, but we kind of got the notification about the event a little bit too late. And it's funny because Harris County kind of moved away from the whole idea of the Black Heritage Festival until one day I was sitting in my office and I ran across the papers again, and I saw the turnout from last year. I saw the success from last year, and I saw the vision of what Richard Andrews, the founder, had in mind for the Black Heritage Festival. So I picked up the phone and gave him a call and told him that Harris County was here to support that cause, especially as it relates to the health of Houston, Harris County, and anything that we could do to support that cause and the festival of what he was trying to get across of. This is more than music. It's really about lifestyle changes that we were here to support.
Mm-hmm. Now, prior to an event like this, how involved was Harris County when it came to HIV?
Well, we have always done testing in our clinics. We do have 4 clinics that offer HIV testing. This is the first time that we're offering it in this mode per se, that we are able to go to people to get tested. However, this is something that we have offered throughout the years. For many years in Harris County.
So and correct me if I'm wrong, when it comes to HIV, is it affecting the Black community more than any other community?
Minorities are a big concern for HIV.
Okay. And my next question is, if Harris County's been involved, how are they getting the word out that, because I never heard Harris County being involved in going out trying to discover or find out who's HIV positive and stuff like that, especially when it comes to the Black community?
Well, this way of testing is relatively new. We just started. This is something that just took off this summer, actually.
Okay.
But this is something that through programs like yours, that we know that you have a huge outreach. We want people to be aware that these services are available to them.
So it's just basically a phone call when someone having an event like this, or there's a mass of people coming together. So we can just pick up the phone, call Harris County, and say, hey, we got this event going on, and we want you guys to come out and do HIV testing, some of the things that you're doing right now.
Yes.
I would say, that's exactly right.
Okay.
And in addition to the HIV testing component, we've kind of created a real comprehensive, robust mobile health outreach team, which is going to consist in the beginning of 2017. We're going to have 2 brand new medical and a dental mobile unit that's going to be traveling throughout Harris County, providing those services to those communities where, we understand that if you don't live inside the 610 loop, if you're outside of that loop, there is a transportation deficit. There's no metro bus line.
Yeah.
And so how do you get a parent that is struggling between, I'm going to pay a $30 cab fare ride, versus the parent who's saying, I'm not going to pay the cab fare ride. I'm going to sacrifice, my opportunity to go, to the doctor, because I'm going to take that $30 and I'm going to stretch it in order to put food on the table. And so Harris County has always been a partner and always had a mind frame of addressing that issue, which is pretty much why most of our clinics, all except for one, are out there in those areas where there's no transportation. And with the provision of the mobile health team and activities, we'll be able to go out and do a lot more. And so we look at the Black Heritage Foundation as just a gateway to get some of that done.
Okay. Now, my other question is, when it comes to Black communities being affected by HIV, where are you seeing it at? Is it inner city? Where is it at?
Well, it's everywhere.
What's the biggest percentage though? Because I've seen reports in the past that says South Houston has a big population of HIV, and I see it's really affecting this age range from here to here, 18 to 35, and different stuff like that. So are those statistics are those accurate, or what is it?
Oh well, I'm sorry, I don't have those stats.
Well, just
with me
based
right
on, I know
now.
we just, and I know I'm just asking because I'm when you're talking about the black community,
Absolutely.
I'm involved in the black community a lot, and it's a little disturbing to hear that Harris County is involved, but I never heard Harris County involved, and I'm not bashing you guys. So I'm saying just it's for information for myself. How do we get the word out? And if it is a free service that Harris County offers, we need to make sure that it's out there.
Yeah,
But at the same time, I'm just curious for my own. Is it what area of town is it affecting the most?
well, we test throughout the entire community, and we know that there's some areas where it's more common.
Mm-hmm.
But our goal is to test as many as possible in the entire county.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and now just to kind of add to that, I feel exactly what you're saying, as far as the passion for the community and really wanting to know how to reach out and make sure that you navigate people to services that you didn't really know it was out there.
Mm-hmm.
My story with the health department started a few years ago, and when I came to the health department, I had no idea exactly what the health department provided,
Exactly.
What their mission, what their purpose was. But I have to say, since I've been with the health department, I have to say for the amount of people that they have, they do a stellar job of delivering a great product and a great service. I think we just had a new executive director come on board a few years ago, and his visioning and mission for the health department has really taken us in a totally different direction, which has allowed for the provision of the medical mobile and the mobile dental services and some of our other services like the HIV team that are really starting to be mobile.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to take the focus away from being stuck within four walls and really take it and make it all about the community and really press out to the community.
Mm-hmm.
So I anticipate in the upcoming, months and years to come that you're going to see a new brand. We actually just did a new rebranding, and it's really kind of more inviting. It makes people a little bit more inviting to it. And so I kind of see that you're going to kind of see a little bit more presence. I'm really reaching out to a lot of the junior colleges now that a lot of minorities feed into. I'm really reaching out to, Texas Southern University, being an alum of TSU, really reaching out to them to make sure they know our story and make sure they know our message and make sure they know where individuals can go and receive that type of care.
And it's okay if you don't have the answer to this question. I'm just curious, but if the minority community is being affected the most, do we know why? Do we know why it's being affected the most?
I'm not too sure.
Well, actually,
And it's just conversation. I'm just curious, just asking.
Yeah.
I know that we know that there are disparities in health, and so we know that normally it's a fact that normally in the lower income communities we see health disparities, and that is what we try to do. We bring public health in a way that to prevent it. So our goal is to prevent disease before it happens.
Yeah. So it's education then.
Absolutely.
So
Education, testing. So even if you feel fine and you think, well, I don't need to get tested because I feel fine.
You feel fine.
Well, how do you know that you're okay? How do you know that your cholesterol level is okay? How do you know that your glucose level is okay?
Yeah.
So that's why we encourage people to get educated, and the better educated you are on your health, the better outcome you have.
Now, William, these mobile units that you guys are putting together or have now, so when these mobile units are patrolling the neighborhoods, are there specific neighborhoods or communities that you're aiming at first before you go? Because for instance, I live in the Katy Cypress area, so I assume HIV is not as big as it may be in South Park or Third Ward.
Yeah. So with the mobile units, when we take delivery of them in 2017, beginning of 2017, we're really looking at what is the data saying and what is the community saying. So I actually help navigate those teams throughout the community. And
Okay.
one of the things that I listen to is I don't just rely on the data. The data tells us a lot. It really tells us where we've been, where we're at, and pretty much where we should be going.
Okay.
But at the same time, you really have to listen to the ear of the people,
Okay.
because what the data doesn't tell you, especially in the African American community, the data doesn't tell you all those individuals who haven't engaged. It doesn't tell you all the things that the data can't necessarily paint the picture for. You know, I tell the story all the time of African American males. You know, we are, and myself included, we don't go see the doctor until we're on death's door.
Exactly.
And it's a very unfortunate thing. You know, I lost two grandfathers, and two grandfathers that way, to where they didn't engage until it was a little bit too late.
Yeah.
And the thing with Harris County and the thing about public health is that it's everywhere. It's where you live, learn, work, worship, and play. And so if we can figure out how to engage the intersection of all of those and really promote a message. So I will tell you some of the unique things that Harris County has done. Was we actually went out to one of the local churches, and we've actually embedded ourselves into that Sunday school. And we're trying to convince individuals that smoking is a bad habit and you need to stop it. And so we're taking these grassroots, you know, very innovative, very unorthodox approaches to really trying to get the messaging out to really meet people where they are.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with William Hudson, Martha Marquez, and then in a second, we're going to talk to Tim Thorne, who's the fashion show coordinator. He's if you can see online, he's fashion today. He's coordinated. We'll see you guys in a second.
For more information on the Black Heritage Festival, visit them online at www.houstonblackheritagefest.com. That's www.houstonblackheritagefest.com. And we'll be back with more of the Al Rucker Show. Welcome back to the Al Rucker Show. A little bit that you've already heard or may not know is at the Black Heritage Festival, you'll also get to experience the animal shelter and get some pet info for you responsible pet owners for your cats and dogs. Also, there'll be 4 clinics offering free services and someone there to enroll you in those free services. If they're not free, they are affordable. They'll also be doing glucose testing, blood pressure, cholesterol, and dental screenings up to 21 years of age and for those pregnant women. Also, there'll be a dietitian on standby, someone to talk to you about tobacco, obesity reduction, and eating healthy, and just embracing a healthier lifestyle. All of the health and wellness at the Black Heritage Festival begins at 1 p.m. and it is free. Now we're about to be introduced to Mr. Tim Thorne, the fashion coordinator for the Black Heritage Festival. The thing that sets his fashion show from everyone else, it's all African American designers, and they're all here in the Houston area. Also, not only do they live here in Houston, but they're nationally renowned. You've now tuned in to the Al Rucker Show.
Thank you for tuning back in. And again, we have William Hudson, Martha Marquez, and Tim Thorne. So, Tim, is your show. We talked about some of the I ain't going to say bad things, but we talked about some of the things that people don't want to really talk about. So we're going to talk about some of the fun stuff that's happening tomorrow. Your title is Fashion Show Coordinator.
Yes.
Okay. Explain that to me. Tell me what all you handle, because I imagine you got a lot going on.
It really is, Al. It's a lot going on, but it's a lot of fun things that are going to happen with the fashion show.
Okay.
The number one thing I just really want to stress is the fact that we're not just focusing just on African American or Black designers, but it is an honor to be able to say right here in the city of Houston that for this particular year, 2016, at the Black Heritage Festival, we do have all Black designers that live right here in Houston, and not just in Houston, but Houston really hasn't been exposed to a couple of them that will be there because they do a lot of national and international fashion shows, which is incredible.
Yeah, now I didn't know that we had that here in Houston.
Yes.
So, and you got all these guys to participate tomorrow.
Yes, and these are people I know personally, designers, because my profession is a fashion stylist.
Okay.
So I know a slew of designers.
Okay.
And right here in Houston, we have these designers that would be there. And just to name them, we have Grover DeBose,
okay,
who is nationally and internationally known because he does a lot of designing with a lot of celebrities. Kelly Price is one of them, and there are a slew of others. We have Travis Hamilton, who is right here from Houston, but grew up in Natchitoches, Louisiana.
Okay.
and he does Paris. He's done things with Miley Cyrus in Australia, and he does New York Fashion Week. We have Tanya Ivory from the Ivory Collection, and Tanya is on her way back to Houston from presenting in New York Fashion Week, which just ended yesterday. So she's actually literally on a plane now, on her way back to be here for the fashion show tomorrow. And we have a young designer, Chelsea White. Her stuff is so out of the box. It's very eclectic. You just have to come to see it.
Okay.
And then we also have Dr. William Barksdale, who is presenting one of the hottest segments of the show, which is men's swimwear. And I know all the ladies definitely want to be there for that because it's going to be sizzling.
They missed out. I've been working out too. I've been working out too.
And the thing about that particular segment is that, you know, chocolate comes in different colors and flavors.
They always... No light-skinned brothers allowed on the show. Or if they do, they get messed with the whole show. That's true. Because think about it. Switching. Name a gangster movie that is a light-skinned brother leading role.
Oh my God. We do this all the time.
Do you know a gangster movie?
A semi-gangster would be Terrence Howard.
No.
Yeah.
What movie?
Semi-gangster.
What movie?
Hustle.
It ain't Hustle and Flow.
No, it was the one that they got the Academy Award for the music.
That was Hustle and Flow.
Was that Hustle and Flow? Yeah.
That wasn't a gangster. He was a rapper.
No, it's semi kind of gangster.
No, we talking about gangster.
Denzel.
Denzel is dark.
He's kind of caramel color.
No,
he's more caramel.
Well, we putting him on the dark skin side.
Back in the day, who was the black guy? Run something with the afro back in the day.
Penitentiary? That's the only movie they got. Penitentiary. You talking about in the 70s. I know exactly. I told him that. Yeah. That's the only one. That's the only one.
No, and then Harry Belafonte has played some gangster stuff.
That's because they wouldn't let us brothers on TV, so he the only one. There's only one brother back in the day. There was the only brother. He was the only brother that acted. They ain't had no other black people acting. All right, go ahead, man. We're going to talk about it. But we always had this debate, so I'm like what you're saying. So they all chocolate.
Well, no. It's a box of chocolate.
It's a box of chocolate.
And you got white chocolate, you got caramel chocolate, you got toffee, you got caramel.
I thought this was a black history. History. I can't even say. He didn't mess me up. Some white people in there. Black Hittridge.
Well, see, that's one of the good things about the festival is that the festival, it's called the Houston Black Heritage Festival, but it's just a hue, and anybody and everybody is invited, and you will see a lot of diversity that will be at the show.
We definitely want to see
because that's Houston.
It is.
Houston is the most diverse city in the U.S. of A.
It is.
And so you can't have anything without having diversity in Houston.
Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that. I would say what I want to say, but we're on that, but I can't.
Oh my God.
But anyway, tell us about the music. There's music going on.
There's music going on. We have some incredible artists. We have Blush. We have Daedra. We have Pastor J. We have Brian Jack. Those of you who like Zydeco. So almost any music genre that you can think of that people like, and especially people in this community like, is going to be at the Heritage Festival. And the good thing about it is that the youth will have their own stage where they'll have their artists performing at the same time the main stage is happening. Mm-hmm. So it's just going to be just a lot of music and art, and it's very auditory and it's very visual. And that's what you want with a festival, because it needs to have all those components. And then also there are vendors there that will have products that you'll be able to taste, touch, and that kind of thing. So,
Now, Tim, was you involved last year?
Yes, I was with the fashion show. Okay,
so this year, what's going to be different from last year to this year? I'm assuming it's much bigger than what it was.
It's so much bigger. This year, I think the caliber of designers that are going to present this year is like so much more celebrity level. And we had some phenomenal designers last year,
Mhm.
but this year I kind of upped the game a little bit
Mhm.
and brought in some that do stuff, like I said, on a national and international level that Houston really has not seen, because they do a lot outside of the city.
Now, what is your objective with the fashion show? Now, the stylists you're bringing in, is it from a low range? I mean, because a lot of people probably can't afford these stylists.
To some degree.
Okay.
To some degree. And pretty much anytime you see a fashion show that's pretty much reputable,
Mm-hmm.
most people don't think that they can afford it. That's why you have places you can go to where you can get like lookalikes.
Okay.
But that's the nature of the beast.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
the nature of the beast. Because you have to realize that these people have invested a lot
Lot of
of
time.
money
Mhm.
to do what they do.
Okay.
And when you look at certain fashion, and one of the things that I'm trying to create in the city of Houston is to get us out of this cowboyish
Mhm.
mentality kind of
Mhm.
look where we only want to wear T-shirts, blue jeans, and flip-flops.
Exactly.
We're the third largest city in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for us to really be recognized, and so many corporations and business and movie execs are coming here because they know the goods are here, but when you see us on the street, it's like, really? Are you serious? When we
Yeah.
show up at events, it's like, you should have never even thought about wearing blue jeans. This is not that kind of event.
Mhm.
And even some of our artists that are put on national stages look a hot mess.
Mm.
And it makes us look bad. It really makes us look like we do have armadillos in our backyard and rattlesnakes in the front yard. You know what I'm saying? And we ride horses to work, you know,
Yeah.
because of the way we look. So it's trying to change that fashion culture in the city.
Mhm.
So whatever I can do to help change that culture, I'm going to do it. So if it means like the Houston Black Heritage Festival, doing that. I just did, I do fashion shows for BMW USA.
Okay.
Just trying to change the culture. I do style tip videos to show men and women what you can do to up your game.
Yeah.
You know, just the whole 9 yards.
Okay. So another question: do you think Houston, the South, is ready for that change?
Exactly. Because somewhat of our neighbors, Atlanta, is killing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we're just a few states over, but we are so much larger than Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And we have so much more to offer than Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reason why there's such a push on my part and other people like me to really, really, really up this fashion game a little bit. Now, it's not like you have to wear heels, you know, all day, every day, but just do some things to not make us look so cowboyish.
Yeah. So you dress men and women.
I do men and women. Yes. Yes. But now the thing about tomorrow's show is primarily women.
Okay.
The only segment that will have men is going to be the swimwear.
Okay.
If
part.
somebody drops out, you have someone ready to go at any time.
Now, and the thing about these male models tomorrow, they're all physical trainers, so their bodies are just ripped and cut. So I don't know if you got a 4-pack, 6-pack, 8-pack, or no pack. I don't know, but.
I don't know where to talk. Let's talk about the people that are doing it.
That sounds like a challenge for a minute. Look at Martha over there shaking her head like, yeah, come on and show me.
But look, now, you are welcome. You are welcome to be a part of the show now.
Well, no, we're gonna talk about who's handling that part. William, you talking about the honorees? You know the honorees. Well, you don't know about the honorees. Who are you talking about? Tim, you know about the honorees?
I do know Sylvester Turner is definitely one of them, and I forgot who the other ones are. I was supposed to get that email with everybody. And Al Rucker is definitely one of them, and Matthew knows. You're exactly right. She's calling him out. Matthew knows.
Darren Ward, yeah.
Darren
Yes.
Ward, she's press secretary for the city.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I think that's pretty much about it.
Yeah, them the main
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
I don't know about that Al Rucker guy though.
Look, he's gonna be in swimwear, so when he accepts this award, like, woo!
I'm gonna be on 2 stages. I'm going on 2 stages. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Monica is the headliner for the event, but it's so much more, like you guys have already heard, that's going to occur with the festival. But it's kind of like that cherry on top kind of thing when Monica comes on. But it's going to be so much more that you'll get to experience prior to her.
Definitely. Well, as we get ready to wrap it up, now, William, tell us again, when does the health part, screening and all that time start?
So the Health Village is going to open up to the public and start servicing around 1 p.m. And the Health Village is going to be operating all the way from 1 p.m. to about 8:30 that night. To just service anyone. And if we have a line of people waiting, then we're going to keep going until the line is gone.
It's gone. Okay. And then, Tim, tell us about the tickets to get into the actual event.
Well, tickets now, if you go online, they're $25 for adults. For youth, they are $10. And for children 8 and under, it's free.
Okay.
If you come tomorrow at the gate, the adult tickets will go up $5 to $30.
Okay.
But if you purchase online, you can go to the Houston HeritageFest.com and you'll be able to purchase tickets. We also have VIP spots, so if you're interested in VIP spots there too, you can get a $75 package or you can get a $150 package to where you get seated right up front, you get a couple of drinks, and you get to meet Monica and that kind of thing.
Okay, cool.
Now, there's one more thing about the Health Village I forgot to say.
No, go ahead.
So in the Health Village, when you enter into the village, you're going to get what's called a passport to health.
Okay.
And what we're asking individuals to do is to use that passport to go around and make sure that they visit each table. Because we have some really nice prizes that we're going to be giving out of really, awarding people for really taking part in the Health Village and taking control and getting to know what's my status. And so some of those prizes include autographed Texas memorabilia.
Okay.
We're going to be giving out things like, household appliance, like small household appliances. Footballs, jump ropes, hula hoops, all kind of things that entices a kid to want to get involved in the Health Village, but also entices mom to want to get involved.
Give them a little incentive. That's good. That's good. All right, well, we thank you guys. And I will see you guys tomorrow at the Black Heritage.
Houston
Black
Heritage.
I said that earlier. They told me don't say Houston.
I did not know.
Hey, you make sure you get his size.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's styling for tomorrow.
Oh yeah, y'all crazy. Well, actually, my guy got me already. McQueen does my stuff.
I work with him.
You work with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, McQueen does. He been doing my stuff for 20-something years. So, well, it was fun. I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow. Definitely. Ben is gonna be the first one in line for the health screening.
All right.
Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next week. Next week I have Derek Muhammad, and we will be talking about. Is it next week? It's the week after. But anyway, I can't wait for that show. Because that show is going to be good. Next week we got Juan Villarreal and Rudy Rush. And then the week after that we have Derek Muhammad. And Derek Muhammad's segment is the national anthem. What does it really mean? All right. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you so very much for tuning in to the Al Rucker Show. As always, the Al Rucker Show is brought to you by Midtown Bail Bonds, where no bond is too big or too small. Open 24 hours for your convenience. 713-752-BOND. That's 713-752-2663. Also, check out Dolce Ultra Lounge and Bistro, where this weekend, none other than the wonderful Mr. Ernest Pugh will be live in concert. For more information and tickets, please visit www.dolcehouston.com. That's D as in dog, OLCE Houston.com. Well, we would like to thank our first half guest, Young Lyric, who also did an autograph for us, Zoe Harris. Shout out to Zoe. You can check more out of Young Lyric on Lifetime's The Rap Game, featuring executive producer Jermaine Dupree. For more information, go to Bad Actor Records Presents Young Lyric at gmail.com. Also, we'd like to thank Miss Martha Marquez, Tim Thorne, and Mr. William Hudson of the Black Heritage Festival. Make sure that you check out the health and wellness that begins at 1 o'clock. Know your status and get your passport to health. Also, the fashion show featuring our honorees, Mr. Al Rucker, and headlining Grammy Award winner Monica. From the Al Rucker Show, Mr. Rucker, Crystal, Ben, and myself, Elle, we wish everyone a happy and safe weekend. For more, tune in next week or visit us online at www.alruckershow.com. And that's all from the Al Rucker Show.